Hello beauties, today we're going to do mini twists using human hair that I got from Wigs. The length that I received is a 14-inch, but if I were to do this again, I would probably do it a little bit longer. I received 5 bundles in my package, and each bundle I was able to break into 3 separate pieces. So right here is a third of the bundle, and I'm going to show you guys how I separate it from the bulk of hair. First, I wanted to figure out what direction the hair was laying. After knowing that, I will grab the whole bundle and leave a little space for me to tug at the ends of it so I can create my strand of hair that I'm going to twist into my client's hair. When separating the strands, try to keep the strands the same size, therefore your twisties can be around the same size as you're twisting it into your hair. I'm just separating it and putting it onto my rack. If you do not have a rack, you can just place them down, but I do suggest pre-separating this hair before even getting started because it's just going to help with the speed. In total, I used 4.5 bundles. I had a half bundle left. Typically, this hair is used for lock repair, which I actually did try that on my own locks when I was recently doing my retie. I'm almost done, and once I'm done, you guys, I will do an update video on my locks. But one of my locks were a little bit thinner, and I just took a little bit of this extra hair, like literally a tiny bit, and I wrapped it around my lock and I just crocheted it in, and it just made it look like my own hair. So that was good. I love that. And one of the things that you're going to see later on in this video is me dyeing this hair just to make sure that it actually dyes, because that's important if you're thinking about leaving this hair in long term, and if you want to dye it eventually, it can dye like your natural hair. Let's get back to these human hair kinky twists. This is great for people who are allergic to any synthetic hair or synthetic fiber. This Afro kinky texture is 100% human hair, and it was very easy for me to achieve these kinky mini twists, and I will show you how I did it. I'm going to show you 2 different ways to put in the twisties. So this one is starting it with a twist, and so you will twist one side, you'll break it in half first, and then you will twist one side of your half. You're going to twist this side going clockwise, and then you're going to take your other half and you're going to twist it the same way, going clockwise. And so once you have them both tight to the scalp, you're going to lay your right hand side over your left hand side, and then you're going to start twisting. The way I do my twist is I twist while I'm twisting as I go down. So my right hand will be twisting clockwise and my left hand will be twisting counterclockwise as I'm twisting, and I will be crossing the 2 strands over each other. But I'll slow it down so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. As I get towards the end, I add in another strand of the human kinky hair, and I only do this because my length was 14 inches and I wanted it a little bit longer. I wanted it to at least go a little bit past my client's shoulder, so that's why I added in another strand of human hair. But if you got a 20-inch for your human kinky hair, you wouldn't have to do this step. It's only because I wanted to make my twisty longer. So if I would have left it the length that it twisted down to, it probably would have been at the shoulders, maybe a tiny bit past the shoulders, but I wanted it to be a little bit longer. And this is how the twist looks. It's still very snug to the scalp, and it is movable, and it will not slip out. It's still very tight to the root. This is the second method. This is the method that I used on my client just because I wanted the root of my client's hair to be pretty flat, and I'm starting it off as if I'm doing a knotless braid. So I am starting it with the doll's natural hair, and I'm going to braid it 3 times, 2 to 3 times, depending on how thick your hair is. And that's when I'm going to put in the human kinky hair. I braid in the human kinky hair, and then I split my 3 strands into 2 strands. And that's when I'm just going to start twisting the way that I showed you guys how to twist on the first method. So I will just be twisting as I'm twisting and going down my twisty. You get hurt When we get to this part, we're going to grab our kinky hair again, and then we're going to put it right in the middle, and we are going to just twist it as if we're just finishing off our twist. So we're going to continue to twist as we're twisting, and then that's going to secure that strand. In this demonstration, I'm showing you guys how to not twist, or really not how to not twist, but just showing you what the twist looks like if you don't twist as you're twisting. If you just lay the strands over each other, this is how your twist will come out. It'll be more of a fluffy twist and not of a rope defined twist, which either one is cute. I think I prefer it more roped, but let me know in the comment section which one you like better. If you like it started with a twist, or started with a knotless braid, or more of a rope, or more fluffy. This is how the back of the hair turned out. I wanted to not make it too full so she can still put it up. In the front, it is 7 rows on each side. So the count is 2, 3, 3 and share, 4, 4, 4 and share, and then 5. And what I mean by share is those rows are shared with the back rows, and what that does, it helps not to have one straight line from ear to ear, and it just looks like it just flows to the back. And here I'm just creating a cute style for my client. I just did a half up, half down, and I left out 2 twists in the front and just put this into a bun, and she was good to go. I was really excited to dye this hair because like I said, I did put a little bit of this hair into one of my locks. So I don't know if the future I ever want to dye my locks, but I don't want to get there in the future and dye my locks and realize that this hair does not dye and I'm stuck with a piece of black hair into my locks. So I went to the store. I just picked up some bleach just to test it out. And this is 20 Developer. I took the bleach and I just kind of put it all over this one strand of kinky human hair. And I am just working it in, flipping it, making sure that I get bleach all over it. And so that is after 10 minutes. This is the color it turned, and then this is after 20 minutes. And I rinsed it out after 20 minutes, and this is how it looks. So it does dye, which I was very happy about. And that is it for today's video. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching, and have a good day.